Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Before we get started, come on in the room, open up your laptop or in your mobile device. Grab you something to drink, grab you something to eat so we can get in here and have a little chit chat. I'll be with y'all in just a minute. I'm coming, y'all. Hola from the west side. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I have not been on here for a while. Ooh, let me move this mic away from my mouth. Ooh. It pays to have a good mic though on YouTube. I do know that. I hope everyone has been having a great week. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I will be dropping some content. A coffee talk is coming, and that will be on Black women and our mental health. And then I'm also going to be dropping a daily thoughts. I think it's going to be a daily thoughts on senior citizens and their mental health. And I have to say our mental health because I'm a senior. So it has been a lot going on. Let me see. Somebody's in the chat. Oh. Hi, Tuber Chat. Yeah, this is my first live. I think I haven't been live since April. And in April, I went live and did an interview with one of my fellow YouTubers. Shouts out to Uppity Unicorn, who is a woman living with autism who was a late diagnosis. And we had her come on and just tell us how autism has impacted her life before and after being diagnosed with autism. And I think she's almost to like 10K, or she just made 10K on her channel. Or maybe she's at 8K. I know she just made another milestone. Last week was Mother's Day. I enjoyed my Mother's Day. Shouts out to all the moms out there. And let me come on camera. Hold on. right, there we go. Let me get my, I'm still in my church clothes, y'all. So I'm still in my church clothes because we were at church this morning. So anyway, I want to talk about this P Diddy situation and his apology today. So I'm not I'm not that far into the show, so I'm gonna keep it cute. We're gonna keep it cute for the moment. But as someone who was around when hip hop started, I was a teenager when hip hop started, really. And I remember when this person was at Uptown Records because for those of y'all, let me give y'all the history. My sister from another mother, my younger sister's best friend, who we grew up with, her cousin. And so we knew Heavy D and the boys. And I had Andre Harrell's phone number and talked to Andre Harrell a lot of times at Uptown Records back in the day because I wanted to get into the music business. And hey, Sexy 60, I wanted to get into the music business. And so I was, talking to him to find out things about it. And at that time, I wanted to be a singer. I didn't, I was doing session work and everything, but I wanted to be a singer. I was a singer-songwriter. That was because I wrote. Well, let me just tell y'all, the stuff that I saw back in the day, and I didn't see a whole lot, but it was enough. It was enough to know I wasn't ready for that, because it was, if you have a heart for God, that kind of stuff is something that could change your soul. Some of the stuff going on. Hey, Terry. So, drop something. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So, getting back to Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever he wants to call himself, Sean Combs, and his fake ass apology today, talking about he was ashamed, he had got help, all this stuff. No. He's sorry he was exposed. And those of us, who are older, who were in the hip hop and everything way back in the day, from the beginning, we been heard the stories about this person and his stuff. Yeah, I'm not far enough in for me to not be cute. And it's Sunday, and this dude had the audacity to put this fake apology out on a Sunday. Hey, TC. He wants people to be, I don't know, is he looking for sympathy? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the super Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Does he think that anybody is a believing his fake ass apology? Were we born yesterday? Were we born yesterday? No one was born yesterday. This snake in the grass was exposed. And here's the kicker. The video that exposed him was the situation that Cassie had described in her court papers. So I guess she wasn't lying. And that then begs you to wonder, maybe nobody else is lying either. And then you have to think about it. R. Kelly is already under the jail. Maybe this dude needs to be further under the jail than him. Because you guys know his family affiliations, okay? He is not your typical Harlem, New York dude. His father, although deceased, R.I.P., was involved with some heavy hitters. And Sean grew up around that. And as I told y'all throughout his career, the reason that he kept changing his name was not because, he was, had matured to a different person. No, he had to keep rebranding himself to try to push all the stuff he was doing in the background, which is coming out right now. Push it away from him so it wouldn't be affiliated with him. But the Roosters have come back home to roost. And he can say whatever he wants to say, because those of us who are older, we know. We remember the Sean Combs that came out of his offices at Bad Boy into the New York streets to go across the street to whip somebody else's behind. Okay. And all of the stuff that he was involved in back in the day, that he was able to disassociate himself from. Let's not forget that Johnny Cochran was not just OJ's lawyer. Okay? Let's not forget that fact. I'm talking too much. But this nigga think we going for this? Like, the F you think we gonna go with this? You did this on a Sunday morning. And TD Jakes already had to step down from from the Potter's house. I told y'all that wasn't a good look for TD Jakes. Told y'all. And so his daughter, who had started ministry and was out here in California, had to go back to Dallas to go take over the Potter's house. Puff Daddy, you have made a man, quote unquote, of the cloth. This man had to step down because of his association with you and the stuff that you do. And you talking about you went to rehab, you went to God and everything. Did you tell Jakes about, the stuff that was on tape before it came out on Friday? I'm just wondering. I mean, you've already destroyed his, him as being a credible man of faith. And that's really sad to me, because I remember when he wasn't this big time person. He was on his way there. He came to our church, to my church, and we could barely hold the people. That's when he was on his way up. The next time he came to California, he had to go to the Faith Dome, because that was the only church that could accommodate the crowd. And there are rumors, but I mean, I'm not even going to sit here and act like that everything that goes on in the church is holy. Okay? It's not. We know that. I mean, some, the stuff that was exposed in the Roman Catholic Church is the reason I left the Catholic Church before it was exposed. Not because it happened to me, but because it was happening in the church that I was at. And they was just not doing nothing about it. No police were involved. I couldn't call the police because it was rumors to me. But the rumors, and then I heard from people enough that it was something for real, I was gone. And it happened to be the priest who had married me and my ex-husband. I had to, right. Anyway, moving right along. But Jakes, as being a man of God, that's debatable at this point. You know what I'm saying? He cannot, the ministry that he started, he had to step down from. And everybody knows about TD Jakes, the Woman Thou Art Loose conferences, all of that stuff was under this man, and he just had to step down. Behind you, Puff Daddy, be going around faking like, anyway, let me shut up. I'm not going to say that you're not saved, but you have a very reprobate mind, sir. Drinking some strawberry lemonade, y'all. uh, just crazy to me. This nigga got up on a Sunday morning and put that fake ass apology out. Did he put it out? And we know why you sorry. You're sorry because you were exposed. You're not sorry. You're not sorry. You're not sorry. Not at all. Not at all. Dude is just, I'm telling you, you know, music is a beautiful gift. But and however, let us not forget that Lucifer was the director of the choirs of heaven, and we are told he had the most beautiful voice. That's why you see all of this stuff going on in music, because he is in there. Even when it's gospel, you got a whole bunch of, in the music industry, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Doesn't matter what kind of music it is. I'm telling you, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Perversion, demonic stuff. Come on in, son. I know y'all haven't seen David in a minute, huh? He wants to come in and say hi. You want to come say hi? Scoot down so they can see you. All right, look. They don't want to see your head. Oh, you gotta look up there. He don't want to look up. There you go. Say hi. All right. Okay. He's gone now. So, yeah. But I hate to say this. You're saying something very, very true. Terry, we've had black men with power because of wealth who have been out here and just show their behinds. Tiger Woods did it. That's when we realized, that's when he figured out, oh yeah, wait a minute. The world reminded him that he was one of us with his compilation ass. With all them women. Anyway, R. Kelly. Okay. And there was some kinky stuff going on and barely legal and not legal stuff going on as it pertains to age. Aaliyah, rest in peace. His first victim. She was his first victim. Let's not get it twisted. And I still question, her being gone at such a young age.
senseless. And this nigga still being here, but he's in jail. So, karma. And again, knew about that one way back in the day when he was Robert, not R. Kelly, because it was, it was public announcement. They hadn't separated him from that. Some little girl at the skating rink that I went to. Little white girl that she was over 18 when I met her, but I don't think she was over 18 when she met him. And again, this is back when he was in his 20s, but she was after Aaliyah. Telling y'all. See, when they're in their 20s, it doesn't seem so strange. But let me just tell you, when I was 15 and 16, suddenly I had a woman's body. And suddenly I had men in their 20s trying to get at me. And they knew how old I was. Only the real ones was like, all right, holler at me when you turn 18. Only the real ones was that like that. But the short eyes, and that's why y'all know why I'm saying short eyes. R. Kelly is a short eye. And I don't know what to call Sean, because dude, we have a traumatized Justin Bieber who ran straight to the Lord. Still, that boy still ain't right. We got Usher, who was probably, first victim, but hey. And y'all like, well, y'all probably thinking maybe Usher, but think about it. Even if he didn't actually touch him, he introduced Usher to stuff with women who were older than him. Have you ever seen Usher with a woman that was his age? Have you ever seen him with a woman his age? Or have all the women been older than him? Every single one of them's been older than him. That's the effect that Sean Combs had on him, whatever he did. This man and Usher had a reputation of spreading it around, and we're not even gonna talk about the other stuff because that's still unsubstantiated. But all of that stuff, I think, is what slowed him down to him being in a Super Bowl. But when he got that Super Bowl this year, shouts out to the OG skaters who know what I know. The skating part, the skate dancing. you know. But yeah, grown men around teenagers. I mean, we all still, rest in peace, Michael. Nothing was ever proven with Michael, but it still was weird that he was around all them kids. Let's not act like that wasn't weird. Let's act like that wasn't weird. Okay? It was weird. It was weird. I mean, you just gotta think about it. Entertainment there's so much craziness going on. I mean, almost every child who's ever been part of Nickelodeon, a lot of the kids that were on Disney programming, and it's not the networks, it's the people who were working with the kids. Dan Schneider, him, who was a child star himself. So now, we have to wonder. All this stuff is coming up in regards to Diddy. Who's next? Is Chris Stokes coming up? I'm just wondering about all the alleged stuff, because it's Ras crazy. It's Ras crazy. I don't think he's crazy. Somebody did something to that kid. Somebody did somebody or somebodies did something to him. And I bet he's not the only one. Messing with kids, especially, messing with them when in the same sex situations, messes with their perceptions and everything of who they are. But let's move on, because I don't want to talk about that one anymore. The whole situation is upsetting. This nigga got on here this morning and just did that old BS. Like, we don't believe you, and the ones that are your age and older. We know, nigga. We know. We just been waiting for it to catch up with you. We just been waiting for it to catch up with you. And hey, what can I say? What can I say? I really want to see that book from Kim Porter. I want to see what she had. I'm sure it's interesting. It's going to be an interesting read, I'm sure. All right, so now, next thing I want to talk about is millennials and the Gen Zs and everything trashing Gen Xers on TikTok. Hold on. Trashing them. on TikTok talking about that y'all are the worst grandparents in the world, and that you are not supportive of them and everything. If they try to bring their kids to you, you tell them it's time to live your life, that you gave up all your time before, and you living your best life. Probably, and then the Gen Xers are coming back at them. Now, although I may look like I'm a Gen Xer, you know, I am one of those end of the book baby boomers, those ones who from the early 60s, we're the ones who created the internet, we're the ones who created hip hop. That's us. Okay. You know, our forever Flowidus and 44 are part of that class along with me, okay? You know, we think we Gen Xers, but we really not. Okay. But they talk about y'all who were born 1965 to 1985. And it's really the ones who were born in the 60s. They're not even talking to the ones that were born, they talking to y'all who were born in the 60s to like around 70. Y'all the grandparents they talking about. They're saying that y'all in y'all 50s now, and y'all ain't trying to be proper grandparents. Y'all trying to get out here and get your groove on. You don't want to be the babysitters. You're not trying to give them no breaks. And supposedly y'all are the parents who would take your kids, leave them at your mama house for weeks on end. Now, I don't know nothing about that, because I couldn't leave my child at my mama's house because my mama lived in a whole nother city. But when my mama did come here, when my son was she come out here. My mom came out here when my son was. Yeah, my mom did help me with my son. I will say that she helped me with my son. She helped my sister with her son. I helped my sister, who is the Gen Xer, with her son, and so did, I guess my mom would be silent. The whatever the generation before the baby boomers were, whoever they were, I don't know, but they were trashing y'all Gen Xers, talking about, and I mean, I do know some people who are in their 50s. The kids are grown. Kids have their own kids, and they not trying to raise their children's children. And but here's the thing. When I needed a babysitter for my child before my mom came to California, where I am and where my sister is, if my sister couldn't watch my son for me, then I would pay someone to watch him. I had a babysitter that I paid, but it would be like for a couple of hours. It wasn't like I could leave my son there for days and days and days, and it wasn't none of that going on. And I mean, I don't know too many parents who were doing that. That's just being trifling. Who are these Gen Xers who are doing that? I guess it's the ones who are just now becoming grandparents, and y'all kids got little kids, and you trying to hang out or not trying to hang out. You just don't want to babysit your kids' and and they upset about it because you're not being part of their village. But being part of the village, does that mean that you have to be a free babysitter too? I'm just wondering. I know you're an exetary. I'm just wondering because right now it just seems like millennials, Gen Zers, y'all have been spoiled. You have been spoiled for instant gratification, and you have been, and it's been that you're supposed to, that we, that we're supposed to just give y'all what y'all want. Now, like, now my son is one of y'all. And if he had children, I would watch my grandchildren, but because my son is on the spectrum, he better not be having no kids until he's able to take care of himself. He ain't there yet. But if you out there, you grown, you made a decision to have children, it's not your parents' responsibility. As the grandparents, they can watch them for you every once in a while, but they gonna send them back home to you. I guess because I didn't have that kind of parental experience. My mama was there. My mama helped out, and then my sister is an exer, and her son and my son are, but we ain't got no grandkids. And well, yeah, if my nephew had some kids, he'd have to come looking for me at this particular point because his mama don't even live in this state no more. He'd have to come to me. He'd have to come to his auntie, and I'd help because I don't know, that's what family does. So this is just confusing to me. This whining, this complaint that they have about how y'all are the worst parents. It's funny what they're complaining about. It's funny because as many of y'all that I see still live at home with your parents, but y'all are complaining that your parents are the worst in the world as grandparents. Well, here's the thing. If you live at home with your parents and you want them, and your child already lives in a house with them, and you want them to watch this child, you live rent free probably. Hopefully you paying some rent. My son pays rent. So hopefully y'all are paying rent, living at home. But I'm seeing extras who are watching their grandkids. I am. I mean, an example, even though I know she's in the middle of a bit of a rumble on here, is Bomb Cherry. Okay, Bomb Cherry has a grandchild, and her grandchild's always with her, and her son lives at home. So, it kind of makes sense that she would be watching them. I mean, other people that I know that are Xers, that have grandkids. I mean, they excited about being grandparents and everything. They love to have their grandkids around them. So I'm not understanding this complaint. This must be a segment of the Xers that are trash, that y'all are speaking of. It can't be all of them. I'm gonna have to defend the majority of them because I don't see that. I don't. I don't see it. But okay. That's what I have been seeing over on TikTok, because y'all know I be over on TikTok watching the stuff over there. It's hilarious. I mean, um, and I cannot forget. I would be remiss if I did not talk about the mess that happened and was on and was streamed, that happened in Congress last week, where Jasmine got into it with Marjorie. And Marjorie said something about her lashes, not being able to see through her lashes. And Jasmine's retaliation was about her Botox broke down, bleach blonde body. And this is what's going on in Congress. Now, y'all know that Jasmine has been eating these people up alive. I enjoy watching the House of Representatives right now. And you're just like, what the F is going on in Congress? This is what's going on in these meetings. This is crazy. I'm like, this is how adults are acting in Congress. This is how they're acting. These are the people who we have elected. And I mean, they're trying to do what they want at this particular point. They don't give a F what we the people want. They think they know better than us as to what we need. That's what's going on. And it's some of them, people. This has been going on since the Tea Party first came into there. You have these extremists who think that they know better than us. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'll give you an example of something. And let me just say this. This is no offense to my brothers and sisters in the community. But in the state of California, we all know that it is illegal. It is legal here. But I'm going to just tell you that came to the ballot and was shot down multiple times by the people of California, and that the state forced that into law against the people of California, the majority of the people of California's will. Now, I don't have a problem with it, but I have a problem. I don't have a problem with it being legal. I have a problem with how it was made legal in California. That's what I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with it being legal. I have a problem with them forcing it on the people of California when every time they put it to the vote in the state of California, it was shot down. California, the most liberal state. It was legal in other states before it was legal here. And I'm telling you, That's how it got legal here. Is that it was forced into legislation. They tied it onto something else that needed to go through. Just like just like they do in just like they do in Congress. You know, for you to get this thing, we're gonna tie this little thing on that we want. But y'all just don't know. You see you know what I'm saying, Terry? It wasn't the people of California did not vote for that to be legal here. And as I said, I don't have a problem with it being legal. My problem is how Sacramento made it legal. They went against the wishes of the people of the state of California. I think that it would have eventually become legal in the state of California, but it probably might not have happened until the Supreme Court made it legal. I'm just being honest, because as liberal as people think the state of California is, they not that liberal. The people in this state wanted it written into our Constitution that marriage was between a man and a woman. I'm telling you that is really what it is. Sacramento forced the legalization because they wanted California to have it legal, whether the people of California wanted it legal or not. Just like California is a sanctuary state, whether the people of California want it to be a sanctuary state or not. Do y'all get what I'm saying? You know, it's not about it being legal. It's about how it became legal in this state. They should have allowed the people to make that decision themselves. California is not as liberal as people think it is. Let's not forget that the first official sheet wearers rally was in the state of California. It was in Southern California, in the city of Santa Clarita. Go look it up. Go look it up. California is not as liberal as people would like to think it is. Especially when it comes to things around, that deal with, people's religious beliefs. It's a lot more people here who have specific types of Judeo-Christian beliefs and vote according to those beliefs, no matter which party they're registered with, or even if they're independent. That's why, even though California appears to be a blue state, it's really a purple state. It's purple. It always has been. Always been purple. It just appears to be blue because it usually votes blue. But it's purple. And I just gave y'all a little lesson on California politics. Little lesson on it. Yeah. Those of you, who have this misnomer that California is liberal, even think about it. Think about it. California wasn't the first state to make cannabis recreationally legal. They weren't one of the first states to do that. trust me, there's still people who are trying to get cannabis convictions off of their record here in the state of California. Speaking of cannabis, our current president is in the process of trying to get cannabis taken off of Schedule 1 and moved to Schedule 3. Schedule 3 would make it down there with things like cigarettes, that have nicotine and whatnot in it. So, just letting y'all know, that's what's going on a national level. Because we see all these distractions that they put out there in front of us. There's a lot of distractions in the media right now around politics. But please don't forget, y'all, we actually still have a presidential election in November. Y'all realize that, right? And there are also seats in both Congress and in the Senate that people are going to be there's elections going on. Even though Trump is going through what he's going through, the man nothing has happened that is going to keep that man from being on the ballot. He's still on the ballot. And most states have already had their primaries. Right? The conventions are coming up. And we're watching all of this stuff that's going on in the Middle East as well. Now, what's interesting to me about what's going on in the Middle East and what happened on the college campuses, in regards to that, is very similar to what my generation, we did back in the 80s in regards to apartheid in South Africa, but ours was around the universities divesting, because at the time I was in college, apartheid was still alive and well in South Africa. We did the same thing. It probably wasn't as large of a protest, because that was about people that looked like me having injustice against them. And now, I know they keep telling y'all that, y'all do know that this has absolutely nothing to do with the biblical conflict between the descendants of Ishmael and the descendants of Isaac. No matter what you're being told, that's not what it's really about. That's what they want us to think it's about. But that's not what it's about. Hey, Jill. That's not what it's about. And I'm not going to say too much. I'll just say you need to research things like the Balfour Treaty and look at what happened in 1945 and look at what has happened in the years since 1945. And I need to go through my live streams because myself and Terry came on and we did this a couple of years ago. He actually talked about a lot of this stuff. And isn't it interesting, Terry, that now all that stuff that we were talking about all that stuff that we were talking about keep your eyes wide open, people. Do not allow things to distract you. But the students are concerned. The people are concerned. The treatment of civilians, of children, of people who say that they are Muslim and people who say that they are, that they practice Judaism, that live in that area. But look in the Bible. I'm not gonna spell it out because I can't. Y'all know, they will take my video down and demonetize it. I can't. But this is not a religious war. It's political. It's political. It's political. Okay? And yeah. Look at the description of what Yeshua looked like. Okay? The description of what he looked like. Okay? Check out what what Russia just said. Okay? All of that. Okay? All of that. Okay? Because people who have skin that look like mine, who also can document, who can really document, like all the way back to biblical times, their tribe, are not being given the same consideration. Still. Therefore, as I said, it's political. Because if the majority of the people looked like me that were doing all of this, these people would not care what the Bible said. Ooh, but when the Lord comes back, some people's eyes are going to be wide open. pray. Pray for pray for all of the students at the universities that had their graduations ripped away from them because they were exercising their First Amendment rights, and because they opposed something that was going on that our country supports. And because it is being made to seem that what they are protesting makes them anti you know what. Mhm. That's what it is. But here's the funny thing. Some of the people out there protesting are of that. They are, and they are protesting against what is happening to these other people. See, so I'm, you know, this is all political. It always has been political since 1945 and before. The Treaty of Balfour, Balfour. Winston Churchill, look it up. So that's just crazy what's going on. Another crazy thing that happened that had absolutely nothing to do with what's going on over in the Middle East is the shutting down of graduation at Howard University because there were too many people. What the F? I am embarrassed that happened. That should not have happened. Who was the logistics person that allowed that to happen? Because from what I understand, a lot of people who were not able to graduate doing, the panorama were going to walk across the stage. And I believe it was, I don't think it was all of the degrees. I think it was specifically dealing with nursing degrees. But still, I mean, praise God, we have all of these people of color who are going into healthcare because we need them. We need them. We also need them in mental health care too. We need psychologists and therapists that look like us. Because our mental health issues have a different origin than everybody else's. We got some stuff that's in our DNA because of our ancestors. So yeah, we we need more blacks in all parts of of medical. We do. But I am so embarrassed about that happening at Howard University. Like, the F is going on that the fire marshals come in, shut you down, that you have not made the accommodations, that you didn't like split it, you didn't do something, you didn't put it in a bigger facility. What are y'all doing? Ugh. That should never happen. That's just that. I did not graduate from an HBCU, but I started my education at an HBCU. And if I had to do it again, I would have finished my education at the HBCU and then come out to California, because I wouldn't have had to take out no daggone student loans. But I didn't go to Howard. I went to Hampton. I'm from DC, but let me just share this little piece of knowledge with y'all. Most people from DC do not go to Howard University. If we go to an HBCU, we go to another HBCU because we grew up with Howard. We don't go. Now, I'm not saying that all of us don't go, because my best friend went to Howard. A few of the girls who went to high school with me went to Howard. But the majority of us, if we went to an HBCU, that wasn't it. I went to Hampton my freshman year, when Hampton was still Hampton Institute. If I had stayed at Hampton, by the time I would have graduated from it, it would have been a university, because they were in the process of becoming a university. The people that started with me at HI graduated from Hampton University. And the reason I didn't go to Howard is because when I was getting ready to go to college, Howard did not have an accredited architecture program, and Hampton did. And I knew enough that I knew if I wanted to be an architect, I needed to be in an accredited architecture program. So that's why. That was the other reason why I didn't go to Howard. And in all actuality, I didn't want to go. I wanted to go to school in California in the first place, but my parents wouldn't let me come here my freshman year. So I went to school on the East Coast my freshman year and transferred. Applied, didn't tell my parents that I applied, got in again, and then said, okay, I got in, I want to go. But that I don't even know how that happened. And then I am hearing rumors again that Felicia Rashad is talking about stepping down. So I don't know what's going on at Howard, but whoever was in charge of logistics needs to be fired. And that should never, yeah, I did, Terry. And that should never happen again. That is an embarrassment for a school that has been in existence for as long as Howard has been in existence. I don't think this has ever happened. This has never happened at Howard. What's going on? Anyway, y'all, I had to just kind of get in here and just jump on here today. I am gonna be coming back. I'm gonna be coming back. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be on. It's just I just needed to. I needed a break from going live, and it's been so much going on. And another reason I'm coming back live is because the other senior citizens uh, over here in the black sectors of YouTube have been showing y'all's ass. Y'all are just acting a complete effing fool on here. It's like, and most of y'all are Gen Xers who are doing it. I'm gonna say that it's not us. It's not us baby boomer twos. It's not us who are on here acting a fool. It's y'all. It's y'all Gen Xers. You know, y'all are still in y'all 50s. Y'all feeling yourself. Some of y'all, but let me just say something. Let me come close and say this one. Don't get on the internet and shake your ass. I mean, I can get on here and I have to, I could do it because I don't look like, but I'm not gonna do that. Why am I not gonna? Because I'm in my 60s. Hello, I'm in my 60s. Yeah, that's why. So y'all in y'all 50s that are coming on here and doing some of that stuff, you're traumatizing some folk, first of all. Second of all, your still shots are becoming roast material, and you're being dragged. I don't know what that's about. Now, before I leave, I have to say something about this because I saw this. I was in the live chat when it came out, and then I saw Baller X put it out there. Bomb Cherry girl, are you lying about being a Scorpio? Were you not born in November? Were you really born in June? Are you a Gemini? And then they're saying that your eyes aren't really that your eyes, you don't have light colored eyes. Now, I will say that in pictures, light colored eyes don't always look light, especially depending on what kind of picture they taken. Because if y'all look at pictures of Beyonce, who has light colored eyes, in some of the pictures, especially like older pictures of her eyes look like they look like they look brown, and they are brown, but they don't look like they're light brown like they are. So I can't go by like a picture that, but I don't know. I mean, why would you lie about having blue eyes? I mean, I know people who are my complexion with blue eyes. I do. But that's also a what are they? It's some kind of something going on with that. Some type of, I forget, it's some type of pigmentation they call it. I know, Jill, but you wouldn't lie and say you were a Scorpio if you were you're a Gemini. That's what I'm saying. That's just like they're saying that Pizarro wasn't born in in November either, and that she's not a Scorpio, that she was born in March or something. See, so I mean, I don't know. You know, they pulled up some public records, but public records don't always have your accurate information. I know that because I've looked up my own public records, and there's some stuff out there that ain't me. You know, they don't always have my age right. Don't always don't yeah. So I don't know. I mean, everything that you find in public records is not necessarily accurate, but your eye color, why would you lie about your eye color? Anyway. I don't know. I'm like, I'm glad I'm a February baby. I'm glad, and yeah, Aquarius, we're very, very petty. I'll tell y'all that we think we're always right, and we are petty. We're petty, but we're loyal until you cross us, and then we're petty. Then we're petty. My mom was a Sagittarius too. Yeah, Sagittarius is y'all about y'all money. Y'all about y'all's money. Sagittarius is about their money. Yep. And y'all have one of the facts, one of the traits in common with us. Y'all appear to be uncaring and emotionless, like crying. What you crying for? Suck it up. We but yeah, so we've had some senior citizens on here just kind of acting up, like, Bomb Cherry Girl, how they get them pictures of you? Yeah, girl. Oh, and they saying you don't keep a clean house. What the F? I don't know. It's and then I think that Robbie struck her main channel. They've been going back. They've been going back and forth for a minute. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They saying that her and her husband not together. That they divorced. It's too much. I don't believe that. I think they still together. I don't know. I think there's just some stuff going on, and I'm not into the doxing. I'm not into the doxing, but apparently they're exchanging back and forth because Bomb is insinuating that Robbie has been ran through. Robbie is insinuating that Bomb has been ran through. It's okay. So I don't know. All I know is, as a senior citizen, who could get out here and dance on the screen. Hell, I'd probably have 100 folk up in here if I got up here and started dancing for y'all. But no, we not twerking on camera. Okay, none of that. Yeah, if I'm twerking in private, not on YouTube, not on Instagram, not on TikTok. The only thing y'all see me doing is the dance move thingies that they'll put out. Yeah, I'll do those. And I think the last one I did was lights, cameras, action. Yeah, that was the last one I did. I haven't done one in a minute, so that's crazy. I don't know. So I don't know what you did to piss her off, Bomb Cherry, but Raw is pulling all this stuff out that is supposedly public records. And girl, you're supposed to be an elder, you know. So yeah. Even if you don't want to be an elder, you are an elder. Whether you want to be an elder or not, you the auntie. You the elder now. You the auntie. Cause you over a certain age. you know? Dude, I think I remember when she turned 50. you know? I mean, when I started doing my lives, I was in my 50s. And so I acted accordingly. Especially because my channel was about being a caregiver. Now it's being about being a caregiver. It's about autism life. It's about senior life. It's about whatever I want it to be about. But I mean, I've put information out there about myself. I've said I went to USC, but check this out. The people that went to school with me at USC, they know DC. That's the name they know. hmm Half of them don't. Very few of them know my government first name. Okay, and I don't use my government first name on here because it's enough people with that name running around these black spaces. Yeah, and just like me, most of them are aunties. We're in the auntie age. I ain't seen none of them going around here. It's like it's just a couple of y'all out here, and I can't even say it's just women because glitter boots. You nigga, you should be worrying about your health and trying to stay alive. But you busy trying to have the conversations about MBK, and it's just like, come on, go sit down somewhere. Just go sit down. And you nice to some of these women right now, but dude, in a minute you're gonna be calling them beans and garden tools, like you always do. That's what you do. And I don't even know why you keep trying to push over into the the beef portion of the black sector because you don't like the community. You're not a community um liker. You don't like the community, so why would you be over there? So I'm confused on that. hmm I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. hmm But yeah, I'm just watching folks out here just putting people's business out here or spreading lies. And let me just say this again. Stop getting into these internet relationships with these people on this platform. In the majority of the cases, it's not going to end well. It will not end well. It just won't. I'm still waiting. I think the only one that I can say thus far is Curlin and his wife. That's the only one I can think of. They met on this platform. Sister George and Curlin, and they got married. They've been married for a while. But yeah, don't, because the majority of us, because I don't want y'all to think that I'm excluding myself, but the majority of us on here, a lot of us, we got issues, okay? We got issues. We got a whole bunch of baggage and stuff that, no. You don't know these people. We are strangers on the internet. Now, I mean, you take it offline and you really meet the person. Y'all are in, but I wouldn't talk about it online. Nobody needs to know about what's going on. How about that part? How about if y'all are dating and we shouldn't even know. We shouldn't know. How about that part? I'm just looking. So everybody needs to go outside. The panorama is over, even though there are still people who are getting, they get sick. But it's not the whole world. So go outside. Get some fresh air. Make some content that's not about other content creators. It's not that hard. If you need help, you can put a topic in on Google and then go find articles in regards to the topic. You can go get your chat GPT to help you to articulate what you want to say. And just put some stuff out there. Okay. Not other content creators, Like, why? Why? Unless that's what your channel's about. Now, if your channel's about putting out content about other people, that is your content, other people, other content creators, okay, well, but I don't think that's everybody's content. I don't think that's why most of these people have started their channels. I don't think so. Anyway, y'all, I've been on here for what? Almost an hour and 45 minutes. Let me see. And y'all know when I come on in the daytime, I have no outro. There is no outro. I think I can I think I can use one though. I think I have one I can use. Yeah, I think I can put the one that I use when I do the ASM the ASMRs because I don't think it says ASMRs. It just says thanks for watching. But as I said, I got some content coming this week. Actually, one of them will probably be up at some point today. I'm just not sure which one because they're both literally in production. I'm just doing the voiceover portions of them. But I have one coming out. I have a coffee talk coming out about Black women and our mental health. And then I have another one coming up about senior citizens and our mental health because I'm a Black woman and I'm also a senior citizen. But I'm going to do one specifically about I'm doing one specifically about Black women and one specifically about senior citizens and their mental health because it's not necessarily the same. There's some things that'll be the same, but there are things that are specific to us as Black women and maintaining and in our mental health. So I will see you guys in these YouTube streets. I will be scheduling a few live for this week. And I'm gonna try to be consistent, y'all. But y'all know I'm in the middle of rehearsing for a movie. Okay, I'm in the middle for rehearsing for a movie. I am in the middle of studying to take my insurance exam for the state of California. And I'm also working on getting my son's in-home support services resources in the house, along with working a couple of side gigs to make some money come in. And I am trying to put together my my shop with the stuff that I want to sell for the channel, as well as a website for my digital art. All the beautiful pictures of the Black women that I keep putting up. I'm making those and I'm gonna try to put it out so that people can get them digitally. So I'm working on some stuff to make some money. Insurance license to make some money. The shop to make some money. The website with my art on it to make some money because we need to make money because we're close to retirement and we're trying to get our money, make sure we have everything going, have all of our streams of income going, so that when we retire from the corporate job, all these other streams of income will continue to go. All right, y'all. I will see you guys. Thank you for coming through, and thank you to the replay crew for coming through. Smash that like, subscribe to the channel, check out all my content, and I'll see you guys in the next live. Peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out, you guys. Peace. Bye, y'all.